Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you have been here before, welcome back. So in today's video, we are working on the hallway / front entryway. Now, it sounds like a bit of an odd spot to be working on, but this house, if you have been here before, you know there is a lot of clutter. So we are really working on getting the whole house done. So that means going into every single space. So again, this is a huge project. So we are taking it kind of piece by piece, little bites here and there, some pretty big bites. But for today, we kept it, I want to say easy, but this took us like quite a few hours to get through. So again, she did an amazing job. I am so insanely proud of her. If you are new here and you want to check out the latest video, we have just done the living room. I will link that above here. And before that, we have worked on 2 craft rooms and the kitchen in this home. So I will link those down below. So make sure you guys check them out if you haven't already. I get a lot of questions about where the stuff goes that she does declutter. We usually donate it that day. If you've been following along, she is planning on having another garage sale. So some of that is in a sell pile. And I know it's still clutter, but we are getting rid of anything that doesn't sell after the garage sale, because who doesn't want to make a bit of money? Now, if you have seen the living room video, I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. This is a project she took on herself and it looks absolutely amazing. This makes such a huge difference in this living room. It was nice and cozy before, but now you have this nice bright pop of white on this fireplace. I am absolutely in love with it. She said it is the best thing ever. It really changes the room. So I wanted to give you guys a little peek at what that looks like. So before we get too far into this video, if you guys are new here and you are expecting a video of beautiful white boxes and pristine households and just perfection, that is not what we have on this channel. Most of the time I am working in real homes that have real messes and that are unique. They are not going to be the brand new spanking clean beautiful homes. They are a lot of the older homes, a lot of homes with lots of character. And if that's not your thing, this is probably not the channel for you. I do have a bit of a newer home. Again, not a perfect home. It is a work in progress constantly. So I do film here every now and then, but most of the time I am working in these very unique and beautiful spaces. So if you're into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below because you will get a lot of that on this channel. I wanted to give you guys a good shot of this little shelf because I know a lot of you comment on the little trinkets she has, and I think these ones are super cute and some of you will really appreciate them. So the first thing we are starting with is behind the couch. We decluttered some stuff that is craft projects, work in progress things. So those went straight into the craft rooms because we have space for them. Next, this is the game center. So I am not going to lie when I tell you that about 2 months ago, maybe a bit longer, we got rid of 2 tubs of games from this unit. The whole thing was jam-packed full. Now, when we went through it again, I was shocked that we filled up, overflowed another bin, and now she really just has games that either are sentimental or that she really thinks that they are going to play, which to me just like blew my mind. If you are a fan of vintage, I'm sure you are going to get a kick out of some of the game boards that she had stored in here. Lots of old ones, quite a few that I have never heard of. So the end pile, I think there was about 10 games and puzzles left, and this is all going. That is just a crazy difference to me, considering a few months ago, this whole unit, like I said, was packed with games. So props to her. She is really starting to flex her decluttering muscle. I think that is the funniest saying, and I know you guys say it in the comments all the time. So I thought I would give it a bit of a try. So moving up the shelf, this top portion is like her older game pieces, some unique items, things to display. So now that this is not packed with just games, she can actually see some of the stuff she likes to collect. And then as well in the bottom, we did put her coloring books and her crayons. She is an avid adult coloring book, I want to say collector, but that's not right. She literally is always using these books. So again, there was more in the past, and this is what she has decluttered. Maybe in the future it will be even less, but for right now, these are the ones that she really wants to hang on to. So next up, we did the top of the shelf, which honestly, we did nothing except move two things around. Otherwise, it basically looks the exact same, which is totally fine. It is the way she likes it. She is decluttering other areas, so you got to give her some slack somewhere, and I think it's perfectly fine the way it is. She also wanted to put the recycling, like the cans, in this area so that they can get thrown out the door easier and they're not taking up space in the kitchen, but obviously they did not fit. And I was not a huge fan of this idea. I gave her the benefit of the doubt though, and we tried it, and obviously it did not work out. I was very impressed with this shelf. So the first surface shelf, the first shelf top didn't get too much of an overhaul, but this one really did. She did a good job. She got rid of basically every single thing that was on here. So like I mentioned, everything is gone. We have the shelf with the little trinkets, and then she does add some candle holders afterwards, which you guys will see closer to the end of the video. So this cart here is on wheels, and its purpose is to be a kind of mobile craft station. So now that she has space, we can go park this into her craft room. And then when she is working on a craft, if she doesn't want to work on it in the room and she wants to work on it at her chair, maybe watch some TV, she can put it on the cart and wheel it out and have all her supplies on it, so she's not going back and forth, and it is going to be just her mobile craft cart. So it has been sitting here because, for one, it has been full of random stuff. So we made sure we decluttered all of that. Everything either went in its home, and now this is sitting in the craft room. Now, like I mentioned earlier, decluttering like the onion, I'm going to tell you guys, we are going to be going back into both craft rooms. So when you see the final reveal of this hallway area, I need you guys to realize that when we started decluttering this house, Both the craft rooms were packed so full you couldn't walk into either of them. There was crafts in the living room, there was crafts in the hallway, there was crafts in the kitchen, there was crafts just suffocating this entire house. So now we are at the point that all the craft supplies, all the craft stuff is in those rooms. You can still walk into those rooms. I am going to say that since we have continued to declutter these spaces, found more craft supplies, and then put them in the rooms, they do need to be gone through again. But just the fact alone that you couldn't even walk in there, barely walk around most parts of the house because of the craft supplies, and now it is all in those rooms, just blows my mind. She is doing such an amazing job, and I know once we do one more run through, peel another layer off those 2 craft rooms, this house is going to be phenomenal. After saying that, I am awaiting the negative comments. Now, you guys have been absolutely amazing, those who subscribe to me. I want to shout out, while I was on vacation, I got really behind on my comments. I've been trying to catch up, and there have been a couple negative comments on some of my videos. And seriously, shout out to my amazing subscribers. You guys had my back on those comments, and I cannot tell you enough how much I truly appreciate you guys. I love the support system that we have going on this channel, and I am just so happy that the subscribers that I do have are inspiring. You guys are just so positive and just so supportive of this journey that I'm going on through YouTube and the journey that my clients are taking decluttering. I just thank you guys. So if anybody has any negative comments towards the fact that we are going to be re-decluttering these craft rooms, please just, you know what, don't follow along with my channel then, because that is the reality. This house, like I said, had so much craft stuff that once we got into those rooms, we seriously decluttered them like nobody's business. And now the stuff that spread from those rooms to the rest of the house, because it was so cluttered, is now getting put back into those rooms. So of course, there is going to be some tweaking. There is going to be more decluttering. It is not an easy project to take on a home that has this much clutter, but we are doing it. We are sticking to it. We are staying positive. And thank you for everyone that is working on their own homes. Don't get discouraged. You guys need to focus on what you guys have accomplished and just keep going. I know this day when we looked into those craft rooms, it was a little discouraging. And then once we were done this area, we sat down and we really discussed, do you realize that all of your craft stuff is in those 2 rooms? You can still walk in them. They are pretty messy right now, but all the craft stuff that used to linger in your hallway, in your kitchen, in your living room is all in the room it is meant to be in. So now we take a breath, we walk back into those rooms, we flex those decluttering muscles, and whoo, it is going to be fantastic. I am so excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. So again, I mentioned this was a weird space to work on. We are working on a front entryway and a hallway. You think, how much can you really declutter there? This is the pile that we got out of the house this day. So most of this was from that area. There's a few stranglers that she had just randomly come across since I've been in there last. But wow, this is a huge pile to take out of a house. Now, before we get to the reveal, I am going to mention we did not get to the hallway closet, so that will be coming up in the next video. So if you're wondering why you didn't see any of that, we ran out of time. She got so much stuff out of here. So that closet is going to be a separate day so we are not hitting our burnout stage. I cannot express to you guys how happy this area makes me. This area was unusable for so long. This is one of those spaces that caught all the stuff, that caught all the crafts and project, that got all the just things that didn't have a home. This space was a mess. And since we've started working on this house, it is just amazing to me that you can just walk in here and the hallway is empty. That front door wasn't functional for the longest time. You couldn't go in or out it. Now there is literally nothing in the way and it is so amazing. Watching this video back, I am honestly just getting so pumped up about this house. I don't know why, but this video has me just so excited. So here is a clip of what is coming up next. This hall closet needs a revamp. As you can tell, there is some organization in here, but whew, the clutter, and she has decided these toys for the grandkids is too much. So we are going to go through it. We are going to get it looking like the rest of the upstairs, and I am just so insanely excited. It gives me so much energy seeing it, seeing the change. I am a happy woman today. So make sure if you guys like this video, you give it a thumbs up, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button.